This is Father Joe Mitchell from the Passionist Earth and Spirit Center. Welcome to today's meditation experience. During this extraordinary time when we are all trying to find a wise and centered way of moving through the world, we are providing these resources to help you find your own inner courage and compassion and touch the divine presence within. Parker Bowling is leading this meditation session. Parker has received his training at the University of Louisville Kent School of Social Work and the Mindfulness Meditation Teacher Certification Program. He works at the Earth and Spirit Center facilitating trauma-sensitive mindfulness and nature connection programs. So now, sit back, ground yourself in your body, and let Parker guide us through this meditation.
For today's guided meditation practice, we'll be working with cultivating a sense of equanimity. And for this practice, I'd like to invite you to explore either standing up or finding a comfortable seat. And ideally, exploring this practice in the presence of at least one tree, maybe several trees or entire forest. So that could be looking out a window if you're inside at a tree. It could be sitting in your garden, in your yard, next to or under a tree. Or if you have the opportunity to go to a forest or a park nearby, pausing this recording and just settling into a space, either standing up if it's comfortable for you, if you're comfortable standing for the next 15 to 20 minutes. Otherwise, just sitting down and knowing you can always take a seat if you get tired at any point. As you begin to settle into whatever space you'll be exploring this practice in, just choosing whether you'd like to do this meditation with your eyes opened or closed. And you're also welcome to switch at any point during this practice if it's more comfortable. And we'll begin by settling into the body, by feeling your feet on the ground. If it's possible and you're comfortable, maybe removing your shoes and socks, allowing your feet, your bare feet, to connect to the earth below you. And regardless, just feeling the weight of your left foot resting on the earth, and the weight of your right foot. That even if you're inside or on a patio, knowing that whatever surface is below you, it's ultimately connecting to the earth, that you are resting on the earth. You might like to imagine that there are roots growing from the bottom of your feet into the earth below you, opening your imagination to what it would feel like to literally be rooted in this place where you are right now. Noticing what it feels like to have your feet on the earth today. What does this connection between the ground and your feet feel like? Imagining all of the millions of beings that are living their lives below you in this very moment. Every blade of grass, the insects, the bacteria that makes up the soil, the miles and miles of tiny fungal networks that exist within the soil and between all of the trees and other living beings. Knowing that you too are a part of this vibrant community of life in this space, in this moment. And just resting in that sense of belonging. And then beginning to feel the pull of gravity on your body, noticing what this ever-present force feels like in this very moment, holding you close to the earth, close to your home, allowing yourself to be held by this gravity towards the earth. Beginning to feel your spine erect, your head reaching towards the sky, maybe tucking your chin slightly to feel more upright if that's comfortable. Just noticing what this feels like. Now beginning to open your awareness to the feeling of your breath coming in and out. Maybe noticing it in the rise and fall of the belly or the chest. You might place a hand either on the belly or the chest to connect more deeply with this embodied sensation of the body rising and falling with each breath on its own. Or you might explore the sensation of air coming in and out of the nostrils, noticing if there's any changes or difference in temperature as the air comes in the nostrils and exits a moment later. And if the breath is hard to connect to today, just knowing that's perfectly normal, resting your awareness on your feet on the ground. And now opening your awareness to the stability of your body in this moment. Feeling the solidity of your feet on the earth, the flow of your breath coming in and out on its own. Beginning to feel like a tree in this space, sinking into your own sense of groundedness, feet planted firmly on the earth below. Now just taking time to reflect on a challenge that you faced this past week. Picking something that comes to mind and feels comfortable to explore. It can be something quite mundane that happened in your day-to-day life that was a challenge, or it could be something bigger that's arising for you. Regardless of whatever challenge you're working with right now, just settling on one and beginning to notice how you're still here, your feet on the earth, and your breath coming in and out. Maybe noticing the natural sway of your body, noticing how the body is always adjusting, always balancing in the face of whatever arises, keeping you centered and grounded. Resting your loving awareness on your own innate resiliency in the face of challenges. Now opening your awareness to include all of the beings around you. Maybe people that might be nearby, whether they're family or strangers walking through whatever area you're in. Then opening to the millions of more than human beings who are coexisting with you. Other trees, insects, birds, bacteria. Reflecting on the support that these beings offer you in your life. contemplating how the trees allow you to breathe, how these humans might provide you emotional support, how the insects that are buzzing around you pollinate the plants that you ate for lunch. Opening up into this intricate system of support, allowing yourself to feel its reciprocity. Reflecting on how the carbon dioxide you breathe out nourishes the trees around you, how you support people in your own life, how you have the capacity to make choices that support the myriad forms of life in this ecosystem. Resting in this web of interbeing and opening to the resiliency that is born out of the reciprocal dance between you and all other beings. Now beginning to return to the present moment, returning your awareness to the sensation of your body in this space, your feet resting on the earth below you, head still reaching towards the sky. Returning your awareness to the sensation of the breath as it comes in and out of the body. Taking a moment to notice if your body feels any different from when we began this practice. Maybe there's a greater sense of stability or strength, or maybe it feels the same. Just noticing this. And if you feel called to, taking a moment to offer yourself some gratitude for your own resiliency and for all of the other beings who make collective resilience a possibility in this world. Offering any words of thanks that arise, either silently in your head or even out loud if you feel called to do so. You may like to honor this gratitude you feel with silence of just resting in the presence of your own resiliency, in the presence of all other beings around you. Taking these final moments of this practice to simply rest in the sensation of being rooted firmly on the earth. Knowing that whatever storms arise in your life, that you have the capacity to weather them, to not only weather them, but to grow from them, and to grow in a sense of mutual support with all beings around you.
This is Father Joe Mitchell again. Thank you for participating in this meditation session provided by the Earth and Spirit Center. Please join us for future sessions and go online to our website, www.earthandspiritcenter.org, to find additional resources.